Welcome, welcome. We are out. We are heading up onto Bamford Edge. If you've never been to Bamford Edge, stick with it. If you have, sorry, I've been here loads of times. This is a brilliant place for a sunset. If you like your photography, you like your sunsets, and you're near the Peak District, you really need to be at Bamford Edge. It is one of the top locations. The sun sets over in the distance, you're up on the hills, up on the rocky edges, you've got Ladybower in the bottom, and it's just a stunning place to be. So, first of all, we've got the short and sweet little climb, well worth getting up here, but you've just got to push on to get up that first little steep bit. It's looking quite an interesting evening. I think, without jinxing it, I think Steve's up there and he's just shouted at me, "Shut up!" I think we're in for a little bit of colour. Now, I've tried this several times and I never get perfect colour. So let's see how we make this one. That's the hard bit done. I overtook him, I beat him up. Miss Master's plodding up as well. But I've got a stick. A silly stick. Well worth using. If you don't, get yourself a silly stick. It's like having 3 legs sometimes. That's it. Starts to level off here. We get an amazing view across the country. We've got Bamford Edge up in front of us. We've got Stannard Edge leading all the way off into the distance. We've got Baslow Edge, Mothercap, Higatua, Barlow Edge, and all those lovely places over that side. We had a walk around the Roaches in the last video where I give away a tripod. And yeah, this is hello sheep. This is Bamford Edge we're heading towards. Beautiful, beautiful place. I'll show you when we get to the top, but she's a stunner. We've got a sheep up in front posing. There's a proper posy sheep up there. You see it, look, up on the rock there. Proper posy sheep. So what do you get to see from up here? Well, we've got Win Hill over there in the distance, the spiky one in front. That is an amazing sunrise location for autumn when you get the heathers out, and we're a few weeks away from it here, but that's a really, really nice location. Very steep to get up, but a beautiful place. Behind that you've got the Mamtur Ridge, so you've got, I think it's North Ridge or something like that anyway, but it leads over to Mamtur, which is in the distance over that way. We've got Winnet's Pass, Castleton Cement Works. Hello sheep. There's loads to see from up here. You get up quite high in such a short little time because you're driving up half of it already. So we are donning our Vivavo barefoot boots today. Master's got a very trendy looking mock boots. She's rocking them, and I've got the Forester ES or something like that. I'll put it on the screen, whatever they are. We are both falling in love with them. We love the feel and the way they, I don't know, the way they make your feet feel, and you seem to glide along. You really do. You get to feel all of what's going on underneath your feet, and your toes are wrapping around the rocks and everything. So yeah, Compton 30. I'll give you a discount on the website. So yeah, give them a look if you're interested. You get a 100-day money back guarantee. So if you try them and don't like them, send them back. Try a different pair. Can't be bad. Give it a try. I was definitely converted when I put them on my feet. They feel like you're putting slippers on to walk in the hills. Amazing. A little bit of pink going on in the heather at the moment. You can just see this. Look, it's just starting to come out now. So a couple of weeks time, that'll be beautiful. Just in time for someone to come up here, have a barbecue and burn it all.
Okay. Spread it out.
That's what people do. That's what people do, don't they? I'm not saying it to be horrible. That's what people do. Come up, set fires. I've just walked past a load of matches back there on the floor. Loads and loads of matches. What's that going to do? What is that going to do? Take them home with you. Leave no trace. This pair of youths here. Look at these youths. They're trying to push this big boulder off the cliff. Can you believe them? Eh? You can't take them anywhere. So this is where it starts to get interesting. We get on the edge of the rocks, and you can see all the way down the edge as it leads its way down It's an amazing view. It gives you loads of scope. We've got some stunning looking cloudage going on over there. And once that sunlight gets down a little bit lower, we may get a little bit of colour. But yeah, there's a lot of people doing a lot of selfies up on the rocks. I've done it. I've been there. I've done it. But yeah, beautiful. It might even be worth a photograph along this way as well, because I just like this view looking this way. I think you can see over towards Allport Castle, where we were the other week.
Allport Castle?
Yeah, I think you can see over that way as well.
Yes.
Right, camera's off, and I've got my first photo of the evening, I think. Make sure when you step back, you're actually looking at what you're stepping at. But what I love about this little position I've got here, and this is before it gets tasty and having Ladybower, is these strangulations, striations, the lines, the bits coming off of these rocks. There's got these sheer drops and the rocks are jutting out, and all these rocks have got lines on it. And with the sun being on the left hand side, it's casting this beautiful light right across, and you get to look all the way along Bamford Edge. So yeah, I really like this. I don't need a tripod. There's loads and loads of speed in the camera at this time of night. We've got loads of light. We've got these lovely clouds up in the top there as well. So I think this is a really good start for the evening. So fingers crossed, we're going to have some lovely light on this one. Not just me, but Steve's got his camera out as well, so we've sort of come on the edge now. And the reason we think I've come on the edge is so we're getting a little bit more looking down edge. But the rocks, I just love the way they're coming out. The sun's really bright, so I've decided to turn my bracket on. And what I'm doing on this, because I use a semi-automatic, I'm always in aperture priority. I normally go up towards the light a little bit. I'll hold my aperture hold button, which gives me my light metering, and then focus it, and then take the photograph. The only problem is I've got people in it at the moment. I don't particularly want them, unless they stand on the top of that rock. Marta's already been up there once. But if they stand on the top of that rock, I'll get a little person at the top, but no, they're not, they're going straight past. So we're gonna make till they move out the frame, so we haven't got a couple of heads popping up. And then we're gonna quickly click the button. And when I take the photo, I always hold my breath. Just that little bit of movement may just help. Just seen an amazing selfie rock, some three lads up on the top there, and they might even be in one of the pictures I just took. They've come up for a bit of a wild camp. We'll just give them a bit of a warning, be careful of the ranger and the farm, because he will shift you on if you come up here. But yeah, I just stood on the edge of this rock, an amazing selfie rock. Steve just took a picture on his phone, so if it's any good, I'll bob it up and let you have a look at it if he sends it over to me. Knowing him, he'll probably charge me for it. But and yeah, it's a proper high rise looking down. You've got all the houses in the bottom as well, so yeah, pretty cool. Camera's on the tripod. Do I need it on a tripod? Probably not, but I've got it on the tripod anyway. I've just noticed that my camera was also on ISO 1000, what was it on? 1600, so I've knocked it onto auto by mistake. So I don't know what the last few photographs. So I'll put it on, I've locked it off now. So yeah, I've got the camera on the tripod. Can have a little looky, see what I'm doing. I'll see if I can show you. I can't really show you on the screen what we're doing in this position. I could actually flip the camera on my atoll all the way around the other direction like that, and I can then tilt the screen back so you can see what I'm doing. Yay! So, camera's on a tripod. We've got the sun up in the top, so I'm going to have to bracket for the highlights, because as I turn it down, you see the sun gets interesting there and the clouds. And then if I overexpose, you can see the foreground down here. So I'm going to bracket the shot, try and keep the exposure with the histogram kind of even. So I've got 2 over, 2 under. That should give me a nice composition and also a nice range of dynamic range. I'm going to focus on the rock that's the most interesting part of the image. I've got my green line there, which is telling me that my camera is almost level. And then I'm going to have to put the 2-second timer on and hit the shutter button. I'll keep it as simple as possible. And that's all you got to do. And I'm also then going to do a horizontal as well, because I like that little rock down on the bottom there where I'm going to go and stand and perch myself once Steve's finished taking his picture. Get me selfie. How cool is this? Look at the way this is just split into two. You can see the rock is just a gap right between them. That's pretty amazing. You can actually climb in there. That's well cool. Just look at the lines though. The lines are fantastic. These are really, really nice rocks. Really good. But yeah, I like that. It's like a little cave entrance. The photo rock that he's looking at. Like Pride Rock it is. Oh, gap here. Just make sure when you're walking along you look down, otherwise you end up going down. And look at this, look at these on the end here. What makes all these swirly denting things? They're just absolutely amazing. But yeah, this is the classic view. Look at that. Spin you around, zoom you in a bit there. That's your classic. Look at that. Ooh, beautiful. But my goodness, that's low. We were there the other week down there. We walked all the way around the reservoir and the water levels are so low. The sun in the distance is amazing at the moment, absolutely gorgeous, but it's just a little bit messy down here in the foreground. We've got people obviously on the bank. You can't really ask them to move. I can go wide and get the sky in, get all the rocks in the foreground. We've got this discoloration to the ground down there. I don't know whether it's been burnt or I don't quite understand. It looks rocky, but it's not. It's just like a big line that's, you'll see it in the image, leading from the bottom left hand corner up, which isn't a bad thing. It is a diagonal line after all. It sort of leads you in, but I'm not sure what it is. Right, I'm gonna see if I can zoom in to try and lose a couple of people, but no, it doesn't work. You sort of need it wide to get all the rocks in and the rock face, but yeah, we might have to do a bit of clonage. But it's pretty. God, the sun's come out really, really bright now. If you look over my shoulder just there, there's a couple having some nice portrait, I mean possibly wedding photographs taken. You just have to be a little bit kind and not sort of get in front of their images, otherwise I'll be in all their wedding photos. But yeah, this is looking really nice at the moment. I've moved to a place I wouldn't normally photograph, but I think it's working. I've sort of eliminated the water a little bit with the rock sticking over the top of the rock, but it seems to be working okay. Just blocking that sun in my face so I can see what I'm doing. But the sun's dead bright, but I don't mind it being bright up there. It seems to be working. It's obviously going to go into, you know, pure whites, but yeah, I think it's working. I've just gone and got a selfie while Steve took the picture from us, and I went and stood on the edge, and you can see in the photograph it's really quite a hangy hedge, The guy's just doing the photographs there. I said to him, "Oh, step back a bit," and he's like, "I'm not. I'm so scared." He was so worried about standing on the edge. So the photographer's just trying to sort of sort him out to make sure that he didn't go too close to the edge. But
were you more nervous when you were getting married, or were you standing on the edge?
Yeah, what a cool place to come for some photographs. But I'd have had him on the rock I was on. I'd have got him hanging off the edge. So this is my quite small tripod. It's not the babyest one, but it's quite a small one, and it's got a center column. Something I'm not used to using is center columns, because you get that little bit of vibration. But if I'm not going to use a tripod, having this, even with a little bit of vibration on the movement on the top, is not a bad thing. But in all fairness, this is actually quite a stiff tripod. It's pretty good. It's my Sunway Photo T2840CE, if you're interested in what it is. But yeah, this is actually not bad. Now the light's gone beyond some clouds. I think it's going to pop out below. When it does, we've got an opportunity to probably get one more before it drops below the hillside. But we've just had some cracking bit of light. I think it was really, really nice. It wasn't all golden and colourful, but it was definitely some beautiful light on the side of this. So yeah, fingers crossed. I can see it drifting now across the hills in the background. So it's getting lower. It's coming out. So you can see by that glow on my face, the sun is back out, but it's not any better than I think the photograph we had before. I think when it was out brighter and it was lit up all the grasses and that, and we had the nice long strong edge coming out, sort of sticking out, I think that was probably better. And I've moved back a little bit further away, and I'm getting a right error on card 2 as well, which isn't funny. But yeah, I don't know. I'm taking a few, but it's not great, and we're just about to get a dozen people come and jump in the picture. Oh well, can't win them all. Yeah, they've just come and plonked themselves on the rock right in front of me and Steve, so unless they move on in a minute, that's pretty much it. We're not going to get a clean rock. We've got people perched right in the middle of the picture, but I think as non-photographers, they probably think we're zoomed right in, just taking a picture of the actual sun rather than the rocks all around it. It's getting very chilly. No cloud inversion.
No, I'm saying it's a cloudy day tomorrow.
Cloudy day tomorrow, yeah. The sun's about to disappear behind the hills, I think. So I don't think we're going to get much more. We'll have one last couple of photographs before it disappears, because it's very, very low in the sky. But I don't think we're going to get much more than what we've had. I think the better shot was the earlier one. It's a nice position, it's a nice location, but yeah, it's just the clouds have disappeared now and it's just fizzling away. It's nice to watch it fizzle, but the photo is definitely done. That's it. I think I'm going to call it on that. I think I'm done. Steve's still snapping. He's got all his you've done as well. He's got grads on, whereas I don't use grads. But yeah, I think that's it. I think the camera, I used to carry them all, but I can't be bothered anymore. Right, we're going to pack this lot away, put it in me bag, and then we'll see you on the way back. Right. Son has gone to bed. Everything goes in the bag. Job's a good one. And he's still putting filters away. Well, we're now heading back. It's been quite a nice little evening. I wasn't really planning on taking any photos, but I actually think we managed to get a couple of nice ones. It's always a difficulty when you're coming back to the same location. You do it time and time again. You're comparing it to the one you did before, the one you did before that, the one you've seen online or whatever. So yeah, it's It's always interesting, it's always different, and it never pans out the way you want it panning out. Both me and Steve thought it was going to get a little bit tasty at one point, and it didn't. It just fizzled. It fizzled out like a little firework that's just... But no, it was nice. It was all right. It was all right. So, don't forget to like and subscribe. Maybe that thumbs up. I've got all sorts of stuff going on at the moment. I don't quite know where this video's entering the World Wide Web, but yeah, I think we're going to do a bit of a bike ride tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm doing sunrise, we'll see, but I don't even know when you're seeing this video. She wants to do sunrise. Oh, does she? She wants to do a sunrise and a bike ride. No, she doesn't. Right, we're going. Ciao for now. See you soon. Say bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.